Alright, so I managed to get my 1992 Ford F250 fixed today. I finally figured out exactly what was wrong with it. It was actually the oil pressure sensor. I guess it went bad. This right here is the old one. This truck has the 5.8 liter 351 Windsor small block, and this is the fitting. I know that it may look different on some of them. The older carbureted ones, it's not like this at all. This one has this is an electrical point that's like, it's got threads on it, but it's not really used. There's just a little button, or a little tab that slips on this. To get it out, I use kind of this right here. It's like a middle-sized wrench with an extension to a bigger one. This is a 1 in 1/16 or 7. I don't know. I can't read that good. But this is what you need right here. It's a pretty big fitting for this little oil sensor. The one I bought came with like a lifetime warranty, but I've already put a new oil pump in this truck. I've did all kinds of stuff to it. I had to put a new column shifter in here. This thing works great now. And if anyone's wanting to know, like, this little red tab in here, to adjust that back and forth when it moves, if you take the bottom of it off and you twist, if you move this little piece right here back and forth, that adjusts it right there with the white wire. When you move it back and forth, that like adjusts it. But I've done quite a lot of work to this truck so far. Probably about $1,000 in it right now. Lose my phone. Come on. I haven't got everything put back together, but it does run without really any issues. That's good. Looks like I can get some oil up here. But this truck, it didn't seem like no matter what I did, I couldn't get oil pressure. I got a new filter oil, a new oil pump. I know I put it in correctly and everything, but this pressure sensor, if you come to this side of it right here, it's going to be right down in here. If you see this little wire right here, this wire right here is the pressure sensor wire right here. It's next to the oil. It's on the left side of the oil filter down here this way into the block. It's like horizontal into the front of it. But I would recommend very heavily replacing. It was $15 for a lifetime warranty one at like one of my local auto parts stores. The oil pressure sensor, I recommend getting that before going through the absolute hell I did putting all this stuff like together like I did. But this thing's got a ton of new parts and stuff on it. I got a new alternator, new battery. It was sitting for quite some time. I still got some evap, or I guess some evap line or vacuum lines and things I still got to hook up. I gotta get the PCV valve over here, and I gotta get the PCV over here fixed. It's got a vacuum missing on the top, but it runs pretty good. Yeah, it's just got a few little minor issues right now, but it's back up and running. I can actually see where some of the oil is spilled up from that over there. But I just wanted to make a video on this truck being back in running order, and letting people know about like that dang oil pressure sensor on this. But I recommend replacing the oil pressure sensor little switch before replacing anything. If you have if your oil pressure is low, like if your oil pressure is, if you look at this, if your oil pressure is like right in the middle of like here, like really low, that pressure sensor might fix your issue. If not, then it is your oil pump. But this thing had no oil pressure when I first started up after putting the new pump in it. I put like the brand new oil pump in it. It had no pressure, and it kind of scared me. I was scared to run it. But you'll see, as soon as I put that brand new sensor in there, it instantly started working again. Let me as you can see, that's exactly where it should be, dead in the middle. So if anyone I gotta fix the key switch on this, but if anyone is needing to fix that, because I was looking it up on YouTube and I couldn't never find anything about it. It's like, I could see it had low oil pressure at first and then it just had none. But darn thing. I was looking it up on YouTube, so I couldn't find any videos of how to fix like no oil pressure, or I couldn't really find anything about it. I'm having a hard time getting some parts for this as it is, but having no oil pressure, changing that pressure sensor may fix your issue. But if it, like I said, if not, you probably need a new oil pump possibly. I'm not a professional. I kind of do this because I can't seem to find anyone that wants to work on anything I have. Older trucks like this, they usually only work on cars and stuff that are 1998 and newer. One more year and the Dodge over here is going to be probably not because it's a 98. Probably one more year they won't be willing to fix it anymore. This thing actually hasn't had an oil change since I think 2009. Yeah, 2009 was the last time this thing had an oil change, except for about I want to say about 2 weeks ago. But the oil pan, like for this thing having like dirty looking oil in it, it was perfectly clean. I mean, I couldn't see anything wrong with it. But I hope this helps somebody with the issue I had, because I couldn't figure out how to get the thing to work. That pressure. I bought this gauge cluster set. I bought like the thing at the middle one. I got it from like AutoZone. And this like actual gauge set. There's another oil pressure one, but I like this one. They give you a bunch of wires and stuff. I gotta set this up. I'm gonna put it over here at some point, but I'm gonna definitely make sure that's my main. I want to kind of dual it, like have it showing there and over here. I want to get an RPM gauge for this also, because as you can see, it does not have one. It just has your mile per hour. But yeah, hopefully that'll help somebody with the low or no oil pressure specifically issue. If I had to say, probably 95% changing that sensor will fix the low oil pressure or no oil pressure issue if it's not something majorly wrong. But for $15, I mean, I can recommend trying that, because it was not easy trying to change out the oil pan gasket on this. I think it's leaking a little bit right now. I didn't do a great job on that. I think I'm just gonna see if I can't pay somebody else to do it, because you have to lift the motor up out of this, take the exhaust and everything off. it was kind of a nightmare. This thing's been setting for about a month or two now in my shop, in my little workshop, while I've been gradually getting parts and trying to fix it. But yeah, if anyone needs help with one of these older trucks, leave a comment or something. I may be able to help you, because I definitely don't want anyone else to go through the hell I went through on this. I will also probably make a video soon on the part numbers and stuff, specifically for the PCV valves. This PCV valve that goes into the box right here, that's supposed to go along over to this, that thing is like, it's no longer available. I got to figure out how to get that fixed. And the evap for the PCV they gave me for this side right in here, the one that they offer you for this truck and this motor, it will not work because it's too tall. This one, because of this right here, I guess it sets down lower, it needs a special one for it, which I'm going to get, and I'll list all the part numbers and everything. I found one diagram online and that was it, but the part numbers they gave you for that, they didn't match anything. But that'll be all for this video. If anyone needs any help with theirs or something, just leave a comment and I'll try to help you, and see you in the next video.